What's up everybody, Frozen Fire here, and this time I'm not waving and derping around because this time I'm actually recording. I recorded a little section before just to show you Commie Island, or the communist society in the server of Blockception. I decided to make this little cave. It used to be a little derpy waterfall that was just like one wide, and Ben's just like, oh, you shouldn't even be called a waterfall, you're so shit. And so I decided to make a little lake, a little under cave lake with vines and all sorts of pretty things. Oh shit! And yeah, it looks quite a lot prettier now. It was intentional for these vines to drop down so you can get up. But yeah, I used to have a stack of TNT, but I used it all to blow this place up. And you know, I also used a stack of stone, which I just removed for the dirt, which is pretty stupid, but it had to be done to make it look pretty. Other than this, there's nothing much except this little hole, secret passageway. I'm not gonna fall all the way down because there's nothing down there, but you know, it's supposed to be the mine shaft, and I was thinking of making like a little diving board over there and you jump off into there, but it will like ruin this feature. Oh, and this is my rage quit storage. I died for making the waterfall because TNT exploded, pushed me off, and you know, that sort of stuff. And then I rage quitted and decided to play some LOL. I got that. I decided to play some LOL, and yeah, stuff happened. And then I'm just like, oh, could you get that for me? And so he made that chest. Explaining things. Well anyway, I think that's about it for Commie Island. There's a little place down here that Brasarticus Jurgens wanted to make like a little thing. Birch trees. But yeah. Oh, bed. Anyway, today I'm not going to be working at Commie Island. I may work at it in the future. Oh, by the way, there's rules. Block Communist Society. Just gonna call it Commie Island. Not many rules around here, just build cool stuff. Don't build on this mountain, it's for the storage. Try to keep the nature alive, animals and landscape. All farms are public domain, same goes for most buildings. All private storage will be labeled as so. Oakley dokley. Anyway, let's head over to my house. I keep taking damage. It's stupid. But anyway, there's a skipping rope behind me. Little portal island this way. There's already sounds. My sound's at 16. That should be well enough. And I might play some FTB later. I recently got like a little thingy-majiggy. And it's a pigman. Softer. Even softer. So I haven't actually been doing much on the Blockception community. I've been playing more LOL. I am level 30 in LOL, so the series Road to Rank is pretty stupid now. I should just record my ranked games or something and make it awesome. But anyway, that's about it. But I wanted to talk about one thing, and that's because I have guests over until Friday, and it's like Wednesday today, no, Tuesday today, which is, yay, new champion rotation. You may be wondering, why aren't you at school? It's Tuesday, and it's 11:31 a.m., and I didn't have to put that accent on. But, it's because it's Easter, and schools are derpy. I didn't have to go to school last Thursday, last Friday, this Monday, and this Tuesday, so I basically had 6 weeks of, free time and to record, but it was stupid because the guests happened to arrive this holiday, and I was playing LOL most last half, well, the first half of the holidays. So yeah, and that's why I'm level 30 now. I got from a quarter through level 29 to level 30 in like 3 days, which is good, and I can start playing ranked. Yay! But anyway, something that I've realized that's very common in like Piston. Hopefully that's a bit quieter now. The thing I realized between old people, like Chinese old people, yes, Chinese old people. Is my smooth lighting? Smooth lighting? Smooth lighting! It looks so much prettier. Frozen place lost some stairs and half slabs. No, I didn't. I'm just gonna have to walk it. What I've realized between, like, Chinese people and what like they don't. Ugh, oh my god, they view us differently, sort of thing. Like they don't treat us like human beings. They treat us like slaves. No, but basically what's happened is this dude came from China. Yada yada yada. Not that bad. But like, it's not the first time I've run into this, by the way. It's like second time, I think, and second time is 2 times too much. But anyway, this dude, well, no, let's just talk about the first time I ran into this. The first time I ran into this was in China. I was just, I visited my friend's house and slept over, because, you know, we're best friends in Australia, and we're best friends in China as well. And so I went there, had awesome fun. But then the day when I leave, his family had to go to some temple shrine thing because his mom is a believer, and you know she's like Buddhist and she believes in things like feng shui and everything. So yeah, nothing bad about that. But his whole family had to go, so I was left alone at his place. And like, oh, might I add that his place is not in the same town or city as where my family lives. So I had to get like a few hour ride to my place. And before that I had to like take a ride with his uncle. And his uncle is the person who has annoyed me the most. Like, it's so stupid. Yeah, just ignore this. I took down my little tower thingy. Oh, sickness, and yeah, stuff happened. But I think I might add a few torches back here. Boom. Yeah. So I had to be driven home to my hometown place by my friend's uncle. And I'm like, oh, okay, it's his uncle. I might be able to, you know, talk to him, be nice. But what happens is during the ride there, during the car ride, I need pumpkins. During the car ride, it went all well. It was like actually quite well. It was swell, as you could say it. And you know, nothing wrong with that. But then next thing you know, he starts talking about me and how much Chinese I know. And basically what happens is he ends up like, it's stupid. He asked me how much Chinese I knew, and like, I was maybe like, I don't know, 12, 13, and so being 12 and 13, I said that I knew a little bit of Chinese because I did, like, a very, very little, like, very specific characters. And next thing you know, he just pulls a character out of his ass, quite literally, and he's just like, oh, what does this mean? And not knowing Chinese much, and only being able to speak Chinese, or Cantonese, I'm like, oh, I don't know. And so he immediately decides that I am shit in Chinese, well, shit at Chinese, and he's just like, oh, man. He just goes, oh, okay, it's not that, well, it's okay, but, your parents have already sent your brother to China and stuff, and it's like, oh, you should know Chinese by now, and it's full on just, like, talking about how bad my parents are for not teaching us Chinese, even though we're born in Australia. It's stupid. Like, if you live in a country where the first language is not the specified language, then you shouldn't really have to know some other completely different language. It's like saying, oh, Americans are from oh, that was stupid. I don't know, say like some place is from some other place, then they must know their native language. Like, say there's a Chinese kid in Canada, because there's so many Chinese people in Canada. Well, Asian people, but you know, mainly China. They should automatically know Chinese because they're Chinese, and their parents would automatically teach them because it's apparently as efficient as schooling. I mean, like, it's like I'm not fluent in Chinese, and that's because I've never actually studied Chinese at all. Like, I've never had to go to Chinese school or anything. And my brother has gone to Chinese school. That's why he's, like, a bit better than me. Well, kind of quite better than me. Because, like, I'm not good at complex words, like, in Cantonese. And I don't know Mandarin. And I can't read that much Chinese. Although, because I've started learning Japanese, I've actually kind of developed the ability to learn to read Chinese. Because, you know, China's awesome. Not really. It can be a bit of a bitch. So yeah. Apparently I automatically know Chinese because I'm Chinese myself. And it is so stupid. He goes off at my parents just going, oh, you should know Chinese already. Your parents aren't good at teaching. Oh, and I mean, like, it's not my parents' fault. It's, oh my god. I'm sorry. I just can't. I'm just getting too angry. Like, he just goes off at my parents, and because I'm so young, and like China's just so stupid. Like, I don't want to disrespect him, so I don't want to just go, oh, stuff you. My parents are the best and everything, which would have been a bit awesome, but I didn't, and so I just sat there accepting everything, and like, it's so stupid. He doesn't even know that the fact, because like a few years ago, before the incident, my brother went to Beijing and like someplace to learn Mandarin, and because like he doesn't know Mandarin, and basically what happens is he actually forgot most of the things he learned. He does not know how to speak Mandarin like much, and he can only understand my dad's Chinese because it sounds like Cantonese. So yeah, it's basically listening to Cantonese now. But yeah, so that's a bit pointless. My brother didn't really learn Chinese at all, and he's just going off on my parents and everything. And I mean, I just hate that dude now because, you know, like, people in China are so patriotic, if I actually know the meaning of patriotic. And like, basically what's been happening is, or what's happened is, people are like, oh, you must love China because you're Chinese and you must know Chinese. But like, they've never been outside of China themselves, and they don't know the difference between like Chinese society and English, like Western society. Like, the people in China are like horrible, honestly. They just so mischievous, so like, basically China's all out for themselves. The people in China, like, if someone's like getting their bag stolen or something, and like, there's a lot of thievery, no one would go to help, honestly. And like, honestly, I wouldn't go to help because I'm too small, and if I could, I would. But, you know, it's dangerous. Like, China is dangerous. Calm down. Need to learn to speak. So yeah, like, the people aren't that nice, and they're all patriotic and everything, even though, you know, they're like, oh, great country. And I'm lagging. They're like, oh, this is a great country and everything. And, you know, honestly, nothing wrong with that, but the fact that, like, something that's never been experienced, like, it's so stupid. I've never learnt Chinese before, and he expects me to be a pro at it. To, like, the fact that, like, maybe it's just the way he handled it. The fact that he randomly picked a character and just expected me to know it was bad. Like, if I were in his position, I would just simply ask, oh, what characters do you know? And I would be able to list them. But, oh my god, him, just shut up, you. He just doesn't seem good at children, or good with children, and I just don't like him. He's a stupid poo, and I would swear, but I don't want to, because I am a nice man. So that's basically it so far. He just pissed me off. He ticked me off. and I just couldn't stand him anymore. And it was a good thing that that it was a good thing that I didn't have to do anything. Wait, what? I'm confused. Okay, this is the center. 1, 2, 1, 2. This is the center. Right, no, this is the center. 1, 2. Something seems wrong. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay, this is out too far. Okay. Like, I don't know, I just don't like him anymore. I've never liked him at all. But yeah, it was a good thing that I didn't have to take the whole few hour, or maybe it wasn't a few hours. The dude had to take a detours. But it's a good thing I didn't have to go through like a few hours with him. He dropped me off at like some shipping place, which was what my friend's family kind of owned, maybe. Or maybe he worked at it or something. And basically what happened is some dude who had to go to my place, Easter egg hunt. There was like some dude who didn't know Cantonese, which is the Chinese that I know. He had to send me to my place called Guangzhou. Yes, it's a weird name. Shut up. And so I was silent most of the time, and I was just observing things. It was pretty stupid and boring, but it was a lot better than being like having my parents record finding the 15 dragons. You duped them. So yeah, at least I didn't have to go through him. Go through a few hours with him, which personally I would prefer what happened than what I had to happen, or what had to happen, because oh god, just grudge, just Chinese people expecting you to love your country and to know Chinese, and like there are two type of people in China. They're the type of people that expect you to be completely Chinese, and they're the type of people that expect you to have no Chinese influence at all. And I hate both of them, which is a bit of a double standard, because they're both doing the complete opposites, and I want something in between. So yeah, basically what happened with the other people who thought I was completely westernized. We were having dinner with people. I have no idea who they are, which makes it worse. And then next thing you know, they're just like, "Oh, do you need fork and spoon because you're from bloody Australia?" And like they don't know my lifestyle. They've never been to Australia, and they just infer that you need knife and fork. They don't know that, oh, they produce chopsticks and ship it to China, or they produce chopsticks and you can bring them to China, like bring them to Australia. They just full on expect you to be like know nothing about China just because I'm born there, and just hating people because people are people. Like, just don't talk if you don't know. Like I was a little kid and I hated them even then. Like I wasn't that good at using chopsticks, but I could use it, and like just the fact that they asked me to use knife and fork was just angering, cause I can use knife and fork. I mean, no, I like chopsticks are so much better than knife and fork personally. It's a lot easier and more maneuverable to use, which may not be your opinion, but it's my opinion. So yeah. So that's basically what happened, and angry stuff happened. But, so yeah, a dude came from China. He has not had much experience with people in Australia, and he is so stupid. Oh, he is so stupid. I'm sorry, I'm just going to be talking about this topic, and I'm probably going to end the episode, but I'm probably going to make a few more episodes because I have stuff to talk about. On that note, if you want to record Finding Them, go ahead. YouTube will love it. KK recording stuff now. already. I may talk while I do that. Any hints? Let me just get my mosquito. No. Let me get my red book of YouTube topics and stuff to talk about, like reviewing movies and shows and stuff. Sorry about this. Okay, I have my book. It's quite big. I haven't added the topic in, and I've got topics. I've got stuff to talk about. My start spawn. Okay. So yeah, basically what happened. Sorry for hitting my mic. Basically what happened was, wait, you know what? Let's set up. Let's set up something. Is he comes to my place for dinner because they are guests from China, so I respect them. But like, he's just interrogating me, just going, oh, so do you watch Chinese television much? What channel do you watch? And you know, I love myself some Foxtel, which is Australian TV with American TV and The Walking Dead. Oh my god, that season finale. Or season 3 finale. But anyway, so yeah, he was just interrogating me. Unrecognized frame format, please install the latest version. Okay, wait a moment. Okay, that's good, nothing happened. So yeah, he was just interrogating me, and because there was like a Chinese basketball thingy going on, and so I respect his decision to interrogate me and to ask me whether or not I enjoyed watching Chinese basketball, with which I do not. But like, by the way, this dude isn't as bad as the first dude, but I still don't like the vibes he gives me. So basically what happened was, next thing you know, he starts talking to me, and I'm inside the theater room watching Foxtel because that's where my Foxtel is. And he's just interrogating me, just going, oh, so do you like watching this stuff? And of course I say, oh yes, because, you know, I enjoy watching stuff. And Walking Dead was on. It was season 2, final episode, I think, or second last episode. And that was on. Probably shouldn't have destroyed that. So yeah, that was on. Yada da 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 da. Nothing bad. But then next thing you know, like the opening sequence was on. So there was like text, there was like pictures and everything, and you know, video clips of zombies and eyes and discussing stuff. And then he just sees random English text and it's like, oh, so do you understand this? And I don't know, I just don't like stupid questions. He just expected me to answer it, and it was like, it's basically a rhetorical question. I was born in Australia. How would I not know, like, English? It's so stupid. It's like saying, oh, I was born in China. I don't understand Chinese, so I'm basically stuffed, and I'm 15. I've had 15 years of life in Australia. And I've had schooling in Australia. So how would I not know English? Like, bloody hell, this man. So derpy. And, so yeah, that angered me a lot, and he was just interrogating me. And every encounter I have with him is just awkward now. He just stares at me like I'm some sort of alien. And I mean, that's not something you should treat me as. And even worse, before, when the basketball tournament thingy was on for China, he be treating me like a slave. That sounds weird, but yeah, he was quite literally treating me like a slave. He was just like asking, like, he wanted the volume to be turned up, so he wouldn't just go, oh, excuse me, could you please turn up the volume? I can't hear anything. He would just go, oi, turn up the volume, and he would just like refer to me like it was my job to, and I was being paid to turn up his stupid volume. Oh my god. Some people just gotta hate them. But yeah. I guess that's it. He was being a stupid, derpy dude. And yeah, I just got angry at him. And I gotta go to this. Yes. Oh. Bad look. So yeah, stuff happened, and he angered me, and I want to bitch slap him. Yeah, things can be infuriating. But I guess that's it for this episode. Chinese people, gotta hate them. Even though I am Chinese, and I'm supposed to love China. But yeah, I hate them. They can be, like, rude, they can be, like, I'm being Australian, I'm nice, and I'm courteous, well, not being Australian, because Australians are bogans, but, well, some Australians can be bogans, but, being me, I'm courteous citizen of Australian, and so I open doors for people, being nice and all, and oops, that's not supposed to happen. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, oakley dokley. I keep doors open for people, and you know, good night. My video of hiding is will be up tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna find them today. Yeah, so I basically open doors for people and leave them open for people. I walk out of the way for people. I give people room and I do nice things for people. But what do I get for doing that? Nothing. Chinese people. Rude. Rudy, Rudy, Rudy. Thanks, lol. Everyone else is too inactive. Yeah. Need to talk about stuff and record anyway. Oh, fine, Evan, fine. Ditch me. No, I'm just joking. Nothing wrong with that, because I do that to people too. So yeah, stuff happened. I move out of the way, I do courteous things, and I get no thanks. And so instead, my sister's there, and I go, oh, no thanks needed, because there is no Thanksgiving. You get it? There's no Thanksgiving. But yeah, I don't get any praises, don't get nothing, no thanks, unless they're really, really nice people in China, and that's highly unlikely. Missing anything? Oh, there you go. And, like, it's just stupid. Like, can't you just say a thanks? Oh. And, like, they don't look at me or anything, and I'm, like, tall. I'm only, like, 1 meter 73-ish. Well, 1.73 meters high, tall. And even then, they give no notice to me. No notice. They're just stupid people. I don't like Chinese people anymore. Me talking makes me angry. Lesson of the day: don't talk about Chinese people. Makes Frozen Fire angry. Makes me into an angry chicken. But anyway, yeah, they're just rude, and like they steal things. They do all sorts of stuff. But I guess you can't help it because they're Chinese. Let's just say doop 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 doop. Doop. And then we can say farms. Farm. Oops, that was an accident. I have no idea what I pressed. But anyway, backspace, farms. So yeah, I guess that's it. Ignorant, annoying, Chinese people, rude, dirty, unhygienic, farms. And it looks pretty. And they like spit phlegm everywhere, they litter, and you know, it's just a horrible sight sometimes. You're just like, oh please, no, don't look at me! But yeah, I'm recording things, and I'm uploading things, and I'm rendering things, so I'm a bit productive today. So yeah, I guess that's all I'm gonna be working on today for the farmy stuff. Let me dump some stuff in here. TNT. Iron sword. Oh, that's Ben's. That's also Ben's. Coming Island for the win. But yeah, so just don't expect nice things from Chinese people. That's all I can say. Unless they're like they live in like a European Western country, then they can be nice. But still, even then, some people can not be nice, and some people can be derpy. So yeah, I guess that's it. You know what, I'm gonna make like a little, oh shit. You're great at parkour, they said. Nothing's gonna happen, they said. So yeah, I'm just gonna take a little view of the darkness. No one's online. I have 10 deaths. Yes, we have a death counter. But yeah, I guess that's all I'm gonna say for now. I'm gonna record another episode of me finding the egg hunts and talking about another topic that I want to talk about. I forgot what it was, but yeah. As always, this is Frozen Fire. Hope you guys enjoyed. You know what? Let's invent a little catchphrase. Maybe not. Carrots are delicious. That's so stupid. But yeah, I guess that's all. Goodbye, guys.